What's up YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back, and today we'll be hunting 2 boxes of Brinks wrapped $half. Now, I was thinking about what I was going to say for this video because I'm really kind of disappointed in what I'm going to tell you about box number 2, and while I was looking at these I thought, this guy looks a little funny, and I noticed I actually have a silver ender, and I missed it inspecting the box the first time, so pretty cool. I'm excited. We're going to do this box first because I know I've got some silver in it. Now, what I was going to say about box number 2 is I've got a couple of 2023s here on top, but when you get rid of this top rack, the bottom rack, I think every single roll has at least one 2023, either Philly or Denver ender. So I'm going to save this box for last. It may end up being a really short box because of all the new coins that appear to be in it, but I'm super excited about getting into this guy because it looks like all circulated coins, and we already know we're going to have some silver. So I'm excited for this. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get some rolls open together here. Knowing we've got a silver ender, we might have lots of silver in the middle of these guys. So what we're going to do here, like in all of my videos, we're going to go ahead and open at least 5 of them on camera. And we've already got a hold coin, so we've got to find here in coin number 2 of roll number 1. Now, just a hold coin, it's a necklace coin. You'll find these from time to time. We call those miscellaneous finds. There's no real value there. But we're going to go through these things edge hunting at first, just for some silver. We do go back and we look at every single coin for mint errors and varieties, like the, look at that, we're going to have silver right here. Let me finish my thought. We're going to be looking for things like the no FGs. We're going to be looking for double die obverses, those kinds of things. But what we're always most interested in is the silvery stuff. And you can see right here in roll number 2, we're going to have some silver here near the end. Let's see what we got. We've got that's a 1964. We've got a 90% silver here in roll number 2. It might be tough to see, but it is in fact a 64. It's kind of a cruddy coin. Checking under the scope for a mint mark. I don't see one, but we've got 90%, and we are on roll number 2, and we've got what looks to be, maybe at some point was a gold leafed coin. That looks kind of interesting too. We'll go ahead and put that on the board. It just looks a little funny. I don't know if it's going to be anything special. Let's keep on going here. I got kind of a miscolored coin here. Let's see what we got. It's kind of green. That is just a 72. Sounds like clad. Here's roll number 3. I do have a document in the description down below this video that has all the things that I look for when I hunt, whether it be pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, or $half. That is a document that is free to download and for you to use in your own hunts if you'd like to, or just to follow along as I talk about the things that I find. Nothing in there of interest. I think that was at 2021, so nothing special. And here is roll number 5. Come on, paper. There we go. So nothing in there. That's all clad. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to open the next 10 rolls, or maybe the next 5 rolls on camera. And if we don't find anything, we'll go ahead and fast forward. We got ourselves a 2018 Philly NIFC here in roll number 9. NIFC stands for not intended for circulation. And those are from 2002 to 2020. Oops. Here's roll number 10, the last roll we're going to do on camera. I will go off camera and continue to hunt, and I will be sure to bring you in for the 1 silver ender for sure that we have. And obviously, if I find anything along the way, we'll stop and bring you in as well. But most of this right now just looks like clad, but very excited. First 10 rolls, we've got a 90%er, an NIFC, probably just a toned 1994, and a hold miscellaneous. So pretty cool for first 10 rolls. So I'm cleaning up rolls 1 through 10. Roll number 2, I didn't see it by the edge, but you can see we've got ourselves here a 1986 San Francisco proof. Now, this coin has seen much better days, and as I was going through it, I could see that mirror finish on there. Typically, we would expect a lot more of a frosted set of details on it, but because this one spent so much time in circulation, we just don't have it anymore, but it's still a proof nonetheless. Getting through roll number 3, and this box is turning out to be quite a hot one here, but we've got ourselves a 1982 Philly. And on the 1982 Philly, we look for the no FG, and that's where we have the missing engraver's initials down here in the crook of the leg on the eagle. And to show you what that's supposed to look like, here's just a random $50 that I pulled out of there. You can see that FG very clearly down there in the crook of the leg. And you can see here, it is 100% missing. Let's look at it real quick under the scope. And it is just gone. So we've got ourselves a 1982P, no FG. So we're cleaning up that last roll we opened together on camera, roll number 10, and this one came up reverse facing, and I can tell just from this side that we've got ourselves a proof. You can see that mirror finish, you can see those frosted details, and we have ourselves a 1981 San Francisco proof. All right, so I'm bringing you in here for roll number 13, where we've got that 1967 Ender. And along the way in roll 11 and 12, we did get a 2005 Denver and a 2007 Philly NIFC to add to the board. So I didn't bring you in for those because I knew we'd be coming in for this roll. I'm actually going to do the next 3 here on camera to silver hunt for you. All right, so there's our silver Ender there. At least I hope. Yep, it is. So I did actually see on this end, oh no, I thought it was a 2005. But anyway, on this end, we have ourselves a 1967 Philly in fantastic shape. 40% piece of silver to go with our 90 from roll number 2, I think it was. Let's check out roll number 14. Would love to start finding a little bit of the silvery stuff in the middle of these rolls. Nothing there, and here is roll number 15. Well, that didn't pull very well. That wants to be something special, but it's just painted, I think. Yeah, it's just painted. 1984 painted coin. All right, well, I'll bring you in at our next find. So bringing you in here for roll number 24. I've got the paper pulled partially back. I think we've got some silver right here. As a matter of fact, I'm almost 100% positive we've got some silver. And right there might be another proof, that big thick orange edge there. Let's get this off together and see what we ended up with. Let's check this guy first. I missed. Ooh, we've got a Walking Liberty. Now, we haven't found one of these in a good long while. 1944. Do we have a mint mark? Usually it's right there. Let's check it out under the scope. We need to back out a little bit. Yeah, I am not seeing a mint mark, folks. So we've just got ourselves a 1944 Walking Liberty. 90%. Silver $50. I will take that all day long. That'll go up there with our 1964. Let's check out the rest of these coins, or at least this guy right here. Let's see what we got. And it looks like we may have another proof. We do have another proof. Look at that mirror finish, frosted details, and we've got ourselves a 1985 San Francisco. Really, really nice. That'll go with our other 2 proofs on the hunt. Well, we've got a little late in the box surprise here. Just started getting the paper off, and you can see it just ripped terribly. But if you've ever wanted to see what silver looks like edge roll hunting, really easy right there. Almost exactly where I ripped the paper. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the rest of this off one-handed, but we're going to give it a try. Well, you know what? It's going to be really hard to do, so let's just get this one silver out. There might be some others hiding in there, but we'll see. So we got ourselves a 1966 40%er. That'll go really nicely with our 1967. Again, let me see if I can get this ripped open now that I've made a hole. Sorry, this paper just ripped really badly, and I wanted you guys to see it before I started tearing it apart. Oh, what a mess. All right, well, you know what? I'm going to clean this up. If there happens to be more silver in there, trust me. Let's see. There, I got that open finally. And over here, what a mess. Oh, I was going to say we got another one, but we don't. All right, well, I made a mess with that, but the long and short of it is we got another 40% silver. Well, we just ripped into roll number 47, and I didn't really see it from the edges, but as I pan down here, hopefully you guys can see it. Looks like we have a proof and probably a second proof. Let's check it out. Definitely a proof here. 1978 San Francisco. Again, all circulated, so we're going to have some damage on that mirror finish, but this one's in really good shape for being circulated. And let's check out this other one. Where did it go? There it is. This one is less obvious because it looks like it's seen a bit more wear. But yeah, we have another not another 1972S, but another proof. This one being a 72 San Francisco. Okay, we're getting into roll 50, and as I was getting the paper off, I kind of ripped it too much, and I know we got at least one surprise in there. There might be two. So let's just go through this together. And there is the one that I was pretty sure we had. We've got ourselves another proof, a 1973 San Francisco. Again, in pretty darn good shape. That's going to make, what is that, 6 proofs on the hunt. Let's just keep looking through, because there was one more shiny edge that I saw. It didn't quite look proof-like. There it is. Look at that. 1987. This looks like, is that a Philly or a Denver? Let's see. That is a Philly. So 1987 is kind of the mother of all NIFCs. Outside of the 1970, which is 40% silver, both of these were only made in proof sets. So very, very cool finding this one. And you can see we had a super bright edge. I thought it might be another proof, but it ended up being another, or not another, but a 1987. And we got a lot of other NIFCs we're going to cover here in box number 1 wrap-up, but this is the only one that I'm going to care about. So that was one heck of a box number 1. You can see I'm missing 2 rolls because we had so many finds. We're going to go through them here really, really quickly. I brought you in for most of them, but we ended up with 6 proofs, a 1986, a 1981, an 85, a 78, a 72, and a 73. And a couple of these guys are in outstanding shape considering they have been circulated. So 6 proofs, not all that shabby. We did have a mint variety in this 1982 Philly. You can see here we have no FG, and I hope those little scratches that I can see under this magnification, those look like maybe they're die scratches and not where somebody rubbed those out. But at the under the scope, we did not see a FG. So I'll go ahead from PCGS and put some comp values up on the screen for what I think this might grade out at and what it would go for book value. And if I can find a recent eBay sale, I will put that as well. Sometimes these no FGs sell for pretty good money. A lot of times they're $4, $5, $6, $8, $10, somewhere in there. But I'll go ahead and put that on the screen. Of course, the real stars of the show, how often do you find a 1944 Walking Liberty in a box? That is pretty awesome, 90% silver. A pretty cruddy 1964 90% silver. It did look like it was a Philly, no mint mark on the back. We had a couple of 40% silvers, a 66 and 67. I'll put today's melt value on the screen for those 4 coins. We did have what looked to be either a really toned or maybe what was a gold-plated 1994 Philly. And then we got a smattering of NIFCs, 05, 07, 13, 16, and 2 18s. And of course, the one we're definitely going to keep is this 1987 Philly. Super low mintage. I'll put that on the screen for you. Honestly, most of the NIFCs are pretty low mintage, kind of between that 2.6 million and, I don't know, 6, 7 million, depending on that. We did find that hold coin really early in the hunt, so we got a little necklace coin here. And last but not least, something you guys may not care about, but I think this is going to be an upgrade for one of my albums, so I'll plug that in off camera. Believe it or not, it's not that great of a coin, but we have really good luster on it. Maybe it was even polished, but if it's an upgrade, we'll go ahead and stick that in. So that is a lot of half dollars to find and keep out of a single box. We're getting into box number 2 here in just a second. Remember, the back half of this is going to be probably almost all 2023s, so this may be a really short box. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get into the first couple of rolls in box number 2 just to see what they look like we do for almost all of our boxes. And if it looks like it's going to be all 2021s, 2s, 3s, I'll just fast forward through these first couple of rolls. 2023 Philly, 1997, 23 Philly, 23 Philly, and I'm sure that last one is as well. All right, hopefully they all don't look like this, but knowing what the back half of this box looks like, I won't be surprised. Yeah, look at that. Everything blingy in there is going to be a 2023. So with that, we'll go ahead and go off camera, and hopefully I'll bring you in before the end of the box. So I got the first 15 rolls out and had them all laid out. I've been going through them, and I've got 2 stacks working here. I've put a lot of the rewrap stuff away over there. These are all 2023 Ps. I'm just trying to keep track of how many I have. Those are all 2023 Ps. These are all 2023 Ps. These are all decent-looking 1979s. It seems to be like a weird 1979 dump. There's a whole bunch of those, at least in the first 15 rolls. So I thought I'd just keep count of how many there were, because I don't get a lot of 79s. But the main reason I'm bringing you in is I noticed while putting these 2023 Ps under the scope for the DDO that there's a little something weird going on with the bottom of Kennedy's neck here. And I looked on eBay. I didn't see any of these for sale, at least in the search terms I looked for. And I'd love to hear from you guys what you think, if this is a new find, because it looks like most of these have this problem, or if this is just a who cares kind of thing and it's going to happen. But every single one of these has a die break across the bottom of the neck. Now let me show you what that looks like under the scope. And the break is differing degrees on each coin that I pick up or that I've put aside. Like here you can see we've got this interesting break here, almost a little die chip looking thing there. And the break continues on down through the bottom of the neck. Now, again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys this is a huge error and a brand new find and this is something you should add to your search list, because I don't know. The fact that I have found more than a roll of them there, everything in there so far has also got that same error. Here's another one. I'll just pull a couple up here for you guys to look at. I'm going to back out a little bit so it's a little easier to get into the viewfinder here, but you can see again, die crack all the way down, and even this one kind of goes up into the neck a little bit. But there's one. We'll pull one off the top here. That die crack is just all over every single one of these things. And I don't know if we call that a die crack or a die break, but would love to hear from you guys what you think. I'm probably going to hang on to a roll, maybe 2 rolls of these, just in case I have at least that many that I've already pulled aside. Just something interesting that I hadn't noticed before on the 2023 Philly. Well, as predicted, box number 2 is a bit of a letdown, and what you see right there is all of the 2023 Philadelphias that were in the bottom half of the box, and honestly, that's not even all of them, because I did keep a roll of the first bit of the die cracks that I was showing off in an earlier clip. Now, having gone through as many 2023s in this hunt as I did, I can tell you that die crack is just about everywhere. I only found a handful of coins that didn't have it, and they weren't as nice as some of the other ones. So I'm actually going to throw all of these back, but I would still love to hear from you guys in the comments. Are you guys seeing that die crack on all your 2023 Phillies, or was it just me? Now over here, we've got about a roll and a half, well, it's more than a roll for sure, of 1979s, really prevalent in the first half of the box, only a couple of decent looking ones in the bottom half of the box. It just seemed really strange because I was getting so many nice orange edges and looked like a little bit, you know, maybe somebody had a nice mint state roll or something they dumped into this, into the maybe the hopper there when this box got re-rolled. We did come across a handful of NIFCs in box number 2, 2002 Philly, 2004 Philly, a little ring of death on this one, 2006 Philly, and this was actually an ender in the bottom half of the box, but we had a 2018 Denver, definitely ring of death on this one. So nothing too special. All of box number 2 is going back, not hanging on to any of it, even these ones I pulled. The real winners of this hunt all came in box number 1, that 1964 90%er, the 1944 Walking Liberty. We did end up with 2 40%ers, a 66 and a 67, and that really nice 1982 Philly No FG. That's going to go in the collection as well. This one actually looks pretty nice, so kind of excited about that. I will put some eBay comps on the screen here for this if I didn't already earlier in the video, and I will put the melt price of each of my silver up here so you guys know what each one of those coins is worth individually as well as a collection. So always happy to find this stuff. Less happy to find the NIFCs unless you're creating albums, which I am, but I don't need any of these, so they're all going back. So with that, I hope you like this hunt. I enjoyed doing at least box number 1. Box number 2 is a little bit boring, but that's how coin roll hunting goes sometimes. Sorry for jumping in here real quick, but I did want to show you guys the state of the silver treasure chest. This is just about all of the finds we had this year. There may be 1 or 2 gas station finds that I didn't even post on YouTube that didn't make their way in. And like I don't think I put the silver war nickel in here that I found last week because it ended up being a book filler. Now that I'm thinking about it, I will go find another war nickel and replace that. But here was today's silver. We're going to go ahead and, or at least I think it is, 66, 67. Not you. You're clad. Get out of here. That's that no FG. We're going to go ahead and drop you in here. And remember, at the end of the year, sometime in December, I'm going to try to do a video to see who can guess the closest to the amount of silver we found and melt value at the end of the year. And I'm sure we'll give it away a little bit of silver. So if you've been following the channel and keeping tally, you should be pretty close. You might be off by a little bit, but I'm looking forward to doing a little giveaway based on the chest. If you did like this video, make sure you drop on down below, click that like button, leave me a comment. If you're new to the channel, make sure you do click on that subscribe button, then click that little bell and select all so you get notified each and every time I do release a new video. I'd really appreciate it. Special shout out to all my channel members. I really appreciate you guys donating to the channel each and every month. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. I'm trying to think. These are going back today. It's actually Thursday as I film this. This little 2-box hunt has taken me 3 or 4 days. It's been slow going for me lately. And I've got some new boxes waiting for me at the bank tomorrow. So I'm going to go pick those up. And this weekend, I'm also going to try to find some quarters or nickels or something like that to hunt, just to keep things a little mixed up. And of course, we'll get all this stuff back in the box and back to the bank. So with that, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.